हेलो एवरीवन। आज हम अपने इस वीडियो में करेंगे क्लास 8th इंग्लिश गोल्डन लीव्स का चैप्टर 10 मिसेस पैकलेटाइड्स टाइगर के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स। इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन चाहिए तो उसका लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा। तो चलिए क्वेश्चन आंसर स्टार्ट करते हैं। रीड एंड आंसर, चूज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन। ए, what was Luna Bimberton's achievement that Mrs. Packletide wanted to compete with? Option है, she had flown an aeroplane. Second option, she had recently been carried in an aeroplane by an Algerian aviator. Third one, she had killed an elephant during a hunting expedition. And fourth, she had traveled to Algeria all over her own. तो इसका राइट आंसर है सेकेंड वन। She had recently been carried in an aeroplane by an Algerian aviator. Second है, what did Mrs. Packletide mean by incidental expenses? First, the money paid to the villagers. Second, the money spent in making a tiger claw brooch. Third, the money paid to procure the goat. And fourth, the amount she paid to buy a cottage for Miss Mabin. तो इसका आंसर है फोर्थ, द अमाउंट शी पेड टू बाय अ कॉटेज फॉर मिस मैबीन। Question 2. Answer these questions. A. Why did Mrs. Packletide wish to shoot a tiger? Answer. Mrs. Packletide wished to shoot a tiger because she wanted to outshine Luna Bimberton, who had recently gained attention by being carried in an airplane by an Algerian aviator. Shooting a tiger and obtaining a tiger skin rug with press photographs would be a way for Mrs. Packletide to divert attention away from Luna Bimberton. Question number B. What visions did Mrs. Packletide have in her mind of upstaging Luna Bimberton and stealing the attention from her? Answer. Mrs. Packletide envisioned hosting a lunch in her house in Curzon Street, where a tiger skin rug would dominate the conversation and the setting. She also planned to gift Luna Bimberton a tiger claw brooch on her birthday. Both of these plans were intended to upstage Luna Bimberton and make her the center of attention instead. Question number C. What was Mrs. Packletide's feeling for Luna Bimberton? Answer. Mrs. Packletide's feeling for Luna Bimberton were characterized by strong dislike. Her movements and motivation were largely driven by her aversion to Luna Bimberton, and she was determined to outdo her in any way possible. Question number D. Why had Mrs. Packletide offered 1,000 rupees to the villagers? Answer. Mrs. Packletide offered 1,000 rupees to the villagers for the opportunity to shoot a tiger because she wanted to achieve her goal without much risk or effort. This was part of her plan to gain a tiger skin rug and photographs to overshadow Luna's recent achievements. Question number E. What kind of a tiger was found to be suitable for this hunting expedition? Answer. The suitable tiger for this hunting expedition was an older tiger with respectable antecedents. This tiger had abandoned hunting game due to its age and had turned to preying on smaller domestic animals instead. Question number F. What efforts did the villager make to prevent the tiger from wandering far away from that area? Answer. To prevent the tiger from wandering away from the fresh hunting grounds before the planned shoot, the villagers posted children around the jungle to deter the tiger from leaving and left cheaper goats around to satisfy its hunger and keep it within the designated area. Question number G. What was Louisa Maybin's attitude towards money? Answer. Louisa Maybin had a protective attitude towards money, being cautious not to provide more service than what she was paid for. She was concerned about overspending and often intervened to prevent unnecessary expenses. Question number H. What did the tiger do upon catching sight of the goat? Answer. Upon catching sight of the goat, the tiger lay flat on the ground, seemingly not for cover but to rest before attacking. It then ambled toward the goat, which promoted Miss Mabbin to urge Mrs. Packletide to shoot it. Question number I. How did the villagers celebrate the apparent success of the hunting expedition? Answer. The villagers celebrated the apparent success of the hunting expedition by swarming onto the scene, shouting with excitement, and playing drums to spread the news of the tiger's death. Last question, question number J. What was the discovered after the death of the tiger? Who discovered it? Answer. After the death of the tiger, it was discovered by Louisa Mabbin that the goat had been fatally wounded by a bullet, but there were no visible signs of the rifle's impact on the tiger. The wrong animal had been hit, and the tiger had died from the sudden noise of the rifle combined with its old age. तो ये तो हो गए इसके क्वेश्चन आंसर। इसका एक्सट्रैक्ट हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में देखेंगे। आपने अभी तक मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना मत भूलिए, जिससे कि आपको आने वाले न्यू वीडियोस के अपडेट्स मिलते रहें। अगर आपके कोई सजेशन हो या आपकी कोई नीड हो चैप्टर की, तो आप मुझे कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखकर बता सकते हैं। आपको जल्द ही वीडियो अपलोड कर दिया जाएगा। थैंक यू सो मच। पसंद आया हो तो लाइक करें, शेयर करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें।